Hey, what is up, guys? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Welcome to my 2020 year-end series, my year-end Game Awards and year-end series. This is a big one. This is the last Gen Game Awards. That's right. We are now with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, which means looking back on games that came out on the PS4 and Xbox One. What are the best of the best? Now, we're still dealing with Switch, which is one of my favorite consoles of all time, but this does not include Switch. This is just looking back at the Series X and the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So this is the last generation Game Awards. What left these consoles with a bang, and what games do we want to see upgraded and tweaked for PS5 and Series X, which I'm sure a lot of these with the VIA Smart Delivery System will be getting an upgrade bump. But these, to qualify for this award ceremony, they had to originally come out for last gen. All right? Let's get right into it with none other than the Naughty Dog game, The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us 1 was one of my favorite games, and it was just a generational masterpiece for the PlayStation 3. I think when I did my last gen awards for the PlayStation 3 when the PS4 came out, The Last of Us was on it. Hence, the end of the PS4, 7 years later, The Last of Us 2 is now a part of that as well. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, what an amazing, amazing RPG. Just a huge, brilliant, beautiful game. I can't wait to play the enhanced Series X version that is coming via the Smart Delivery. But this game will leave last gen with a bang, and this was one of the best games, in my opinion, that came out on the last generation of consoles. 100%. I think a lot of people agree with me. Bloodborne. Again, if you're on the Sony side and you had the PS4, this was one that you owned. If you owned a PS4, 90-something% of you owned this game. Some say it's the greatest game of all time. It's a Souls game, and From Software kicked it out of the park with Bloodborne. It will go down as the last gen game ever. Bloodborne 2. Come on, PS5. We know it's about to happen. We know it's about to get announced. It's inevitable. It's definitely coming. It probably will be PS5 generation at the end of this generation, guaranteed. If it's anything like Bloodborne 1, From Software could do no wrong. I mean, look at Demon's Souls right now, the remake on PS5. It's just amazing right out of the as a launch day title. So just imagine Bloodborne 2. So Bloodborne, definitely game of last generation. God of War, again, PlayStation people, you hit it out of the... You guys had some serious games this last generation. Not gonna hand it to you. If you were just a PlayStation player, you definitely had some great stuff to play. If you were just an Xbox player, now's the time to maybe look into at least a PlayStation 4. Probably now a good time to get them on sale with the PS5 out. And you got some great titles to play from last generation. This was definitely one of them. Looking forward to Ragnarok on PS5. Red Dead Redemption 2. I played this on Series X, on Xbox One X. What a beautiful, gorgeous game. One of my favorite games from last generation. This is a must. This is another game of generation, without a doubt. Doom Eternal, another fantastic game from Bethesda. Doom 2016 was amazing. Doom Eternal, I liked even better. The multiplayer was fun as hell. Destiny 2, I cannot leave a generational game, last gen game awards without mentioning Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is still going on in the next gen. with many updates for the next few years. They're not moving on to a Destiny 3, so Destiny 2 lives, but it definitely was born on the Xbox One and PS4, and it is a brilliant game. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, another Naughty Dog masterpiece, one of my favorite Uncharted's. Great game. Gears 5, making its way to the Series X with some updates, but definitely an Xbox One born game. It definitely wins one of the Xbox games of last year. It was a brilliant, brilliant game. Ghost of Tsushima, PS4 again. Wow, you guys are something else. This is just a beautiful, gorgeous game. It's stunning. It's just a stunning masterpiece, in my opinion. It just blew a lot of people's minds. When this game was first mentioned, I knew it was going to be something special, and it was nothing short of amazing when it came out on the PS4. Definitely one for the generation to remember. Marvel Spider-Man. We now have Miles Morales. However, Marvel Spider-Man, the original, came out on the PS4, and it was a brilliant game. Still play it from time to time. Kingdom Hearts 3, beautiful game. Beautiful, beautiful game by Square Enix. One of my favorite downtime games. I still play it today. And it's definitely worthy of this list. Gorgeous graphics also, by the way. Beautiful music score. The segments of each Disney movie that was in it, Frozen, Toy Story, they just did a fantastic job, in my opinion. Tangled, great stuff. Overwatch. How could we not mention Overwatch? It was also on the Switch. It was also on PC. It'll probably be getting an update. Well, Overwatch 2 is actually in the works. But Overwatch was one of the multiplayer games of last generation. You cannot deny it. And with that, I leave it with Rocket League, another multiplayer game of last generation. You could not deny the power of Rocket League, how it started off on PS Plus and then how it blew up from there. It went on all other console platforms, and it just became a huge monster. In my opinion, I still play Rocket League to this day. They have seasonal events, holiday events, great DLC, and it's just a blast to play. It's a simple gameplay mechanic that works, and it's just, you can never get enough of Rocket League. It's one of those games, and I can't wait to see what it does in the future. And it was definitely another winner of last gen Game Awards. Take care, guys. I cannot wait to see what the next future holds of these new systems, these new console systems that are now upon us once we get our hands on them. The PS5 and Series X and Series S. Of course, we have our PC players out there with their new graphics cards. But this was the Game Awards for last gen, and I think these games are some of the games that made a huge impact on us these past 7 years. Take care, and I'll see you on the next year-end Game Series award shows.